We are water. The human body is mostly made of life's essential liquid, as is the surface of our blue planet. The same chemicals in our veins exist in the ocean's waves. We have forever been drawn to the sea. The world's vast waterways have provided us with a passageway to possibilities. Vessels have navigated these channels since biblical times. None as breathtaking as the majestic tall ship. The simplistic name belies remarkable sophistication, a seamless blend of brilliant engineering and timeless elegance. Tall ships once served as vehicles of hope, where the bold and the brave set out in search of fortune and freedom. Today, these maritime marvels remain a symbol of unity, and so they will gather from unprecedented display of international goodwill in the harbor of Lady Liberty. Sail forth, America, and celebrate.
This is an NBC News special, Sail 4th 250, with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, live from Governor's Island in New York Harbor.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. And if you're just joining us, welcome to a historic morning for our country as we officially kick off the celebration of the nation's 250th birthday. What a shot. Lady Liberty right over our shoulders. It is going to be an incredible day, and it's nice to have you along with us. I'm Savannah Guthrie alongside Craig Melvin. We are live right here on Governor's Island in New York Harbor.
Yes. We just saw Lady Liberty there, standing tall, standing proud, right behind us in just a few minutes. The moment that we've been waiting for all morning, 47 tall ships from here in the U.S. and from countries all over the world will be sailing by. It will be an incredible show of force, and it's called Sail4th. They'll pass by the Statue of Liberty before heading north up the Hudson River. Millions of spectators lining the shores and in the water to watch this spectacle unfold.
Okay, but it's not just on the river here. We're about to see a show in the sky as well. More than 200 aircraft taking part in the International Aerial Review. They'll be flying about 1,000 feet above us. That is set to start at 10:15, and Craig, it's gonna get loud.
Gonna get really loud, really, really loud. In fact, we're gonna put on the headphones when that starts. Our team's gonna be with you for the next 3 hours as those ships sail by, and we are glad to have some help as it all unfolds as well, to help us understand not just what we're seeing, but why what we're seeing matters. We have Don Wildman with us. Don is with the National Maritime Historical Society. He is going to be our guide to these tall ships, telling the stories of their history. And a lot of these ships, Don, they've been sailing for decades. A number of these ships are more than 100 years old. What are we going to see over the next few hours unfold here in the waters behind us?
Well, you're seeing nautical celebrities. In the nautical world, these are the beauties that you dream to see with your own eyes, let alone beyond, which people can do later on. They can visit these vessels. But, you know, these ships represent so much history of the age of sail straight through to today. You know, these are working training vessels in navies around the world. Our own USCG Eagle, the bark, there it is, right on the picture. A beautiful 295-foot, that's the size of a football field, a massive ship. That's a bark. And they use this just every year to train the new cadets.
Well, we are going to see so many magnificent ships today. We also are going to get quite the show in the sky. And for that, we have Vice Admiral John Gumbleton here, Deputy Commander, U.S. Fleet Forces Command. He's going to walk us through this International Aerial Review, the precision, the planning, the partnerships on display overhead. By the way, before I go to you, Admiral, I should mention we've got a historian here because this day means so much. Douglas Brinkley is here. He joins us remotely, and he's going to help us connect to this moment with the people, the events, the ideals, what happened 250 years ago today that shapes the nation that we are. So we're so happy to have all of you. And Admiral, I'll start with you on the aircraft, because we are going to see the best of the best, not just the U.S. military, but international as well.
Yeah, we're going to see almost 200 different aircraft, you know, with Navy, Air Force, all our U.S. flying teams, but also with our allies and partners, over 57 aircraft from allies and partners. And I think it just represents the strength of air power complementary to sea power. It certainly represents the precision of these teams who are flying together. We're going to see 5 different flight demonstration teams.
Wow.
And then finally, it's the partnership and the teamwork with our allies and partners all coming together. This is the icing on the birthday cake, right?
Yeah.
250 years, so really exciting.
Craig got a ride in an F-18, so he thinks he's a Navy aviator now.
Yeah, I heard.
Well,
I heard about that.
Thank you. I was honored, by the way, and I just to be able to see up close what your men and women do every day. Nothing short of remarkable.
It's spectacular what they do. Savannah, we got to get you out there next, and and I think the next one you got to get a cat in a trap though. You got to take off from that carrier.
Oh my gosh.
Douglas Brinkley, let's bring you in here for a moment, please, sir, because again, here we are, not just celebrating America's military might on this 250th birthday, but also celebrating the ideals that the founders shared some 250 years ago. As we celebrate this big birthday, Douglas, what are you thinking about? What's top of mind for you?
Well, just how we have to always unite on July 4th. Sometimes we're feeling that we're down or divided, that democracy's better days are long past. July 4th kind of gives us a shot of adrenaline to realize what's exceptional about this country. And anytime you're seeing any individual involved with the U.S. Armed Forces, whether it's air power, Navy power, or the Merchant Marines, or anybody that's doing the work of duty to protect the homeland, and you just have to salute and honor that. And that's a big part of July 4th. All over America, there'll be veterans and parades, and it's an opportunity to say thank you. But also, when you're, seeing the New York skyline here on NBC, and I'm thinking about 9/11 and the towers gone, and how we've tried to rally back and have in the 21st century, and how here we are with these incredible tall ships in New York Harbor, the Hudson River, from all over us, said the world, reminding us of the age of sail and all that has occurred to get to the Statue of Liberty and to get to the fact that we had an Ellis Island. And I'm struck by the fact that the World Cup has been in America, and it seemed to have been bolstering the morale of Americans, whether it's in Kansas City or Seattle or Dallas or Houston, all the places. People are coming from around the world to America and finding the joys in some of our Americana habits, be it a truck stop or a state park. And certainly anybody lucky enough to see these tall ships there in New Jersey and New York today, it's a memory forever. And remind ourselves it's the largest group of tall ships ever assembled at any one time.
Well, much to celebrate here, and we didn't even mention that event at Madison Square Garden earlier. Douglas Brinkley, you'll be with us throughout the morning, and we're starting to see our first glimpses of these magnificent tall ships and some of the other ship and regalia that is coming along. We're going to get an air show in a moment, too. We've got correspondents all along this parade route this morning. And let's get started by checking in on the Queen Mary 2, where Jenna Bush-Hager has spent the night, Britain's Queen Mary 2. Jenna, I know you had a beautiful, luxurious liner experience there. What are you seeing?
I really did. How lucky am I? Okay, well, we just had Al pass us in the U.S. Eagle. All of these beautiful, tall ships are sailing past. All of the passengers have moved to the starboard of the ship to watch as these ships sail on. And you guys, I have something really, really cool. Here is a telescope on the original Queen Elizabeth in 1942. They keep it cabin as good luck, but it was used as troops were coming over, and so I tried to just use it to look for Al Roker, but I'm not good at using telescopes, evidently, because I couldn't see him, and I heard he was yelling, and we all know that we can hear Al when he yells, so I need somebody to give me a lesson, but it's pretty magnificent here, and I think everybody is feeling the spirit.
You can't see him, but we see him right there. There is that lead
there he
shot.
is.
We've been checking in with Mr. Roker throughout the morning aboard the there he is right there. There he is. Everyone doing pretty much the same thing right now, watching these tall ships. Go ahead, Al.
We were all, I was just saying, we were all calling for Jenna, weren't we, guys? Everybody, let's try it again. 3, 2, Jenna!
We're just getting started, folks. Much more ahead. We are back with our special coverage of Sail4th 250 just ahead.
We are back. What a sight. A very special Saturday morning celebrating the 4th of July and America's 250th birthday with a massive coast-to-coast party. And one of the biggest celebrations is about to get underway right here behind us on Governor's Island in New York Harbor.
The parade of tall ships making its way into New York Harbor. We see the wedge, as it's called there, followed closely by the ship that we've been tracking all morning with Al, the Coast Guard ship, the Eagle. And not far from that, Kelly O'Donnell.
Yeah, we've got an international naval review of military ships from around the world as well. That's the Eagle, which leads off. That's America's tall ship and will lead our parade. But we have Kelly O'Donnell on the USS Kearsarge, which is docked just to the south of us here on Governor's Island. The Vice President, J.D. Vance, just arrived on board. Kelly, good morning. What do you see?
Good morning. The Vice President walked by just a few moments ago. You may be able to see he's on the raised podium there, along with dignitaries, the Chief Operations Officer for the Navy, and others are here. And my bird's eye view of Al, if I go right here, I'm waving to you, Al. I hope you see us. That gives you a sense of the proximity we have here. The Vice President was also part of a re-enlistment service here. The Navy top officials that I've spoken to here have been very proud of the fact they've brought more people in to serve the nation and to serve in the Navy. So that's something they wanted to tout, and the Vice President helped with that before he's expected to make remarks here today, but also to have a view of all of this splendor from the air and the sea and all of the assembled vessels that give us a note of history and those that are very much a part of the modern military moment. That's certainly what the Kearsarge is about as well. We expect also to have a number of dignitaries from various nations that are here. We have seen them coming in representing the nations that are a part of this international review, a show of respect, a sign of the effort that those nations have put together to be here, to travel the distance, to move not only the vessels but the people to honor and acknowledge the birth of the United States. So part of what they've told us here is that it's taken 2 years of planning to put all of this together, even beyond that for some elements, but it's really getting underway now. We've had an amazing view here, and we'll be watching it all unfold from what's known as the official floating reviewing stand here on the Kearsarge. Savannah, Craig?
All right, Kelly, and I think we're off to the races now.
We are.
Starting to see the aerial show begin. It's all happening at once. We've got Admiral Wildman here to talk about the aerial show that we're seeing. Tell us what we're seeing.
Fantastic. Look at this on your screen right now. You get the Blue Angels coming in. These are essentially professional athletes who are jet pilots. So close together, 18 inches separation. Nearly an 80-year-old flight demonstration team, and they're just looking fantastic.
And that's how you start a parade, by sea and by air.
We're told that the Vice President will salute to kick things off there on the Kearsarge. Admiral, I mean, the Blue Angels, they really are, in a lot of ways, just sort of this quintessential symbol of America.
They sure are. They truly are our ambassadors. We love flying our Blue Angels all across the nation, get those young people energized and enthused in what their Navy can do for them and how they can be part of a bigger team. So we really think the Blue Angels are really special, and it's great to have them here this morning.
It's such an amazing juxtaposition because we're seeing the very best of our aerial technology in the sky, and then these magnificent tall ships. Here's another bunch of flights going by here. Can you tell us about this for me?
Yeah, you bet. This is our aircraft air wing just coming off the forward deployment, who is just underway and home. So these pilots up there you just saw flew overhead were off doing missions in off Venezuela and off Iran as well. It's great to have them back, and they just look spectacular.
And we've got our first tall ship with a Dutch lead us off here. This is the Oosterschelde, more than 100 years old, and has been around the world 2 times. There's a reason that we start with the Dutch ship. The Dutch kind of put New York on the map, right, sir?
Which is, back in the 1600s, and they were the first here on Manhattan. And so therefore we are celebrating them with a topsail schooner right there, 100-year-old beauty from New Amsterdam, from Holland.
One of a handful of ships that we are going to see throughout the morning and afternoon that's more than a century old, we should point out. Before that, Admiral, they're the red, white, and blue. Those are not our planes.
No, that's the French Air Force and their demonstration team. And what a great historical reference. If the Dutch brought us to New York City, clearly these allies here helped us in the Revolutionary War, and it's great to have the French demonstration team looking great.
The French were our first friends.
That's right.
Our first friends.
And their acrobatic team is quite storied as well. And we see the Oosterschelde. When you think about the Dutch being here and where we're sitting right now, this was Dutch territory when the Dutch discovered, of course, the Lenape Indians originally, the original Americans who were on this land. But it's amazing to think about what this space, what this would have been like 250 years ago.
Talking about one of the most important bodies of water in the world in terms of the internationalism, the globalization of the world here. The Dutch give it over to the English, of course, in the 1660s, and that begins New York as opposed to New Amsterdam. And all of these various stages of history are being referred to in these early parts of the parade. This beautiful ship is, there's going to be a lot of terminology, and we'll steer clear of the tough stuff, but this is interesting. This is fore and aft rigging, combined with a topsail schooner. You'll see other ships, including the next one, which is the Eagle, have an entirely different what's called a sail plan. It's really fascinating to get into this nautical stuff and understand what makes these ships move.
And Don, you were on the Eagle this week, right?
Boy, was I ever. I spent 5 days in the VIP berth. It was incredible.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was a beautiful experience. To see these guys, look at that. The U.S. Coast Guard, I want to shout out to my friends on board there. You have to understand, we're looking at these ships, but we're also looking at the cadets and the officers that are on board these things. These guys have been preparing for this for weeks, and they have been polishing these ships up.
Well, I know you love all your tall ships equally, but I see you have a soft spot for the Eagle since you spent the night there. There, of course, the Dutch ship, the Oosterschelde. So it's been fun to learn a little bit of maritime history. It's amazing. I mean, there's a ship that's done a polar expedition.
Right. Exactly. All these ships have amazing backstories. There's a family reunion happening in this parade, and that is to say, the Eagle is one of a bunch of ships that were created in the same time period in Germany in the 30s. They are the Gorschfalk, the Meersche, the Sagres, and the Eagle. Those are 4 of the 5 that were planned back in the 30s. And after World War II, we took this ship as our reparations, and then the other ships went to other.
Wow.
They call them the Five Sisters.
Exactly.
So there will be a bit of reunion because we'll see some of those others that were built at the same time, and they all have a history. And for history, we go to Douglas Brinkley, who, you know, it's lovely to ooh and ah Douglas at the feats of maritime and in the air, but we're also oohing and ahhing over this country, this 250-year experiment that continues.
Well, just seeing the Blue Angels is just breathtaking. You know, they really were created in 1946, right after World War II. And during the World War II, it was Army Air Corps. But we had to create an Air Force, and Harry Truman did that. Of course, we're proud of that 1940s Stuart Symington, our first Secretary of the Air Force. But they've been flying and flying the Blue Angels, and it's been estimated that about 550 million people have watched their aerial demonstrations, which is just always jaw-dropping when you capture them up close and see them. And it's become almost a recruitment vehicle for the Air Force, as much as a Tom Cruise movie would be for Maverick or something, or Top Gun. People look at that and say, wow, I would love to fly one of those planes. It was great to see the French aerial demonstration there too, reminding us of what dear and close ally France has been forever, and the Dutch are our first original ally and friend. So it was smart to be starting with France and the Netherlands.
Douglas, stand by for us for just a moment here. I want to bring the Admiral back in. We just saw, a few moments ago, we just saw another aircraft. There it is.
Yeah, we sure did. That's a B-22 from our United States Marine Corps. Truly a workhorse for our Marines. and how they deliver the goods and the troops and moving kit around the battle space. They are a game changer. That's it. Lands like a helicopter and flies like a plane.
This international air review that we're seeing, it's coming in multiple waves.
That's right. And on your screen right now, you got to see the workhorses of World War II. One of only 2 flying B-29 Super Fortresses left in the world, and of course the P-51 Mustang. So again, fantastic to have that World War II memorabilia here flying overhead.
Look at that vantage point. And again, there's another look at the Eagle, the star of the show so far. Some 295 feet tall, we were told earlier. And we should also point out, there you go. Wow.
Well, it needs an introduction. It's America's tall ship. Hello. 239 crew members, as I mentioned there, 295 feet tall. And there it is coming in right behind us. Right on time.
My goodness.
So every cadet in the United States Coast Guard starts on that ship, and it's just a great way to begin your service, to understand heritage, what the Coast Guard's about, and just the maritime service.
Savannah, the crew sent you a card.
Oh.
Say hi.
Wow, that's beautiful. From the crew of the Eagle. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
We have to, I mean, I don't know. This is pretty cool. As we feast our eyes on the Eagle here, the Eagle has landed. Al Roker is there. It's just been absolutely beautiful. The Eagle has hosted presidents, Kennedy, Nixon, Truman. It's right behind us here. Oh, I'm going to show my card from the crowd. Thank you so much, John.
Al.
And we got
Al.
Al.
Waving at you, buddy.
We're waving at you. How's it going? Do you see us?
Oh, I see you guys. I see you. And I tell you, this has been just the most spectacular morning. As you heard, this ship was built in 1936. It was taken as part of war reparations. And as you said, this is a learning ship. All of these cadets come through here. Our captain, Captain Hensley, he was on this ship as a cadet 26 years ago. And every one of these Coast Guardies, these coasties come through, and they are proud of what they do, aren't you guys? So this is not just for show. This is for real, where they learn. In fact, the Coast Guard motto is Semper Paratus, which is always be ready, always prepared. They also said their secondary slogan is Semper Gumby, be flexible. So, you know, they've got it all here.
Is that the Latin, Al? John, we talked about your...
Exactly.
Yes, okay. It's right behind us. It's just incredible to see this ship, again, World War II era, and the U.S. took it as war reparations. So it's got this history, but to Al's point, these are working ships. This isn't just history. These are working ships.
These are very, very important ships to foreign navies. Ours is for the U.S. Coast Guard. And before you spend one day with these guys, you see how hard they work. And the work is about building leadership. Nothing builds teams better than driving a tall ship. You know, these square sails are tough to put up, tough to douse. The big schooners as well. It all builds teamwork. It all builds a resilience and a determination.
My brother-in-law, my wife's brother, Andrew Zarniak, commander in the U.S. Coast Guard. I chatted with him yesterday about his 6 months that he spent aboard the ship that we're seeing right now, and he still talks very fondly about not just the training, not just the research that's conducted for new coasties, but the brotherhood, the fellowship.
Every day you're spending on there, you're really learning something new, and that tends to bond people together. And understand it's a cycle. There's people coming and going every time. You know, these are on a schedule. They go to school out at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, and then in the summertime they go away on the ship on different voyages, different legs. It's an amazing experience, especially this year with 250.
Well, we got a beauty coming in next. Libertad from Argentina. This is a showstopper, 184 feet tall. Move over Lionel Messi. This is the pride of Argentina, at least on New York Harbor this morning.
She's a beauty, isn't she? She was built in the 50s during the period of Evita, the Peronist period.
And she gets her moment in the graphic glory as well. There she is. But this is one of the larger boats we'll see today.
Sure is. She's 340 feet long, length 301. She's probably with the spar, it's extra, and that's bigger than Eagle for sure. But I want to point out these masts can be as high as 14, 15, 16 feet, 16-story buildings. Outstanding, you know, the experience to get on top of one of these things.
We talked earlier about how these ships aren't just working ships, not just military vessels, but also they are ambassadors of sorts themselves. Since her maiden voyage, she's covered more than 800,000 nautical miles, visited about 500 ports, and get this, more than 60 countries as well.
Yes.
We're starting to see the air show that's accompanying this as well. Admiral, what can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. You just saw the carrier on board delivery. So that's the cargo aircraft for the Navy, and that was always good news for sailors because that meant mail was coming. And so you got to see that. And then, of course, we just had a couple of C-130Js from our United States Marine Corps. They do all the logistics, transportation for them. Just an excellent looking aircraft.
It's really a feast for the eyes, the ears. It's, I mean, almost too much to look at right now.
I feel I just keep staring around at everybody. It's unbelievable. That's the Libertad out there. You can see how big she is. Unbelievable. You know, understand these guys are up on those masts. They are having the time of their lives. They've been working so hard, polishing the brass. You know, oh, there you go. We've got more up above.
That's right.
That's what you were just talking about right there. That's what we're seeing above.
Indeed, that's right. Two KC-130J Marine Corps aircraft, and they can refuel helicopters in the air, all type of logistics. Just versatile and fantastic aircraft that help us on the battlefield.
But the pilots are getting quite the view as well of the tall ship. So much to look at. The southern tip of Manhattan, of course, Statue of Liberty, New York Harbor. Imagine these sailors from Argentina, what must be going through their minds as they are perched atop the mast of the pride of their nation.
La Dama Bianca, that's what she's called, the white lady.
La Dama Bianca?
Yeah.
Blanca. La Dama Blanca.
Dama Blanca.
Yeah, that's 2 years of college Spanish right there.
Well, I can tell you there was no lack of volunteers to seek people who wanted to fly over New York City for the 250.
Oh, she's, yeah.
Beautiful. So many of these ships that we are going to see throughout the morning and afternoon, so many of them speak to the relationship between the United States and some of these particular countries over the last 250 years.
You know, you mentioned I stayed on the Eagle. I was amidst the anchorage out there. You know, all those different vessels that came to rest up there. It was a UN gathering. You know, captains do this thing of they trade caps with each other. So when I took the launch in from the Eagle, we stopped off at the Dominican Republic vessel because the captain of the DR wanted to give the captain of that launch his cap. It goes back and forth. It's very sweet, very heartening to see.
Admiral, as the flyover continues, what can you tell us about these helicopters?
Yeah, you bet. This one's kind of special to me. This is my old platform, the MH-60 Romeo. I think all things anti-ship and anti-submarine warfare. They can go out and find submarines under the sea and also protect the carrier from any type of small ships that get too close. And they've been quite busy in the Red Sea and on the North Arabian Sea. Just right behind them, you see where every student helicopter pilot starts. So these are the T-73s, and I think glass cockpit and just world-class training for our young naval aviators. And this also includes Navy, Marine Corps, and all Coast Guard aviators start right there with that helicopter.
And that is Esmeralda, is it not, Don? La Dama Blanca, the white lady, built in 1946. It's a floating embassy for the nation of Chile.
It is indeed. And this is your first nautical lesson. So we just saw a bark. That's the Eagle. Well, we're going to get our graphics here. Exactly. And so this is a barkentine. Okay, so you see the front. Those are the yards, the square rigs on the front, and then in the back is our aft, fore and aft rigging. It's called. and gaff rig sails. So that's a different kind. Interestingly, the Argentinian ship did not have its sails down because there's not enough wind to push those square sails. Whereas the next one, the Esmeralda, has her sails from because they're all schooner sails. They're all gaff rigged, and that can sail closer to the wind, so you can show them off.
And Don, I think I read that the Esmeralda was at the very first Operation Sail in 1964. She's a veteran. She's been done this 5 times before.
Oh yeah, these guys have come around. These ships have been around for a long time, and so they've come in 76. I believe it's 92 and 96, and so these different tall ships parades have been very exciting. But this is a big one. This is the biggest of all of them. So the Operation Sails have always been important ports of call for these major ships. Pointing out, see how the sail is pushed back into them? That's because the wind's going the wrong way for these sails like that. So the gaff fore and aft can work in this. It's interesting, isn't it? Look at those guys up on the mast. Having the proudest moment of their lives.
It's a perfect day for a bit like this too. You know, it's going back to what we were just talking about a few moments ago, the relationship that exists between our country and some of the countries that are being featured in Chile, the first South American country to sign a free trade agreement with the United States.
Yeah, exactly. They call it soft diplomacy. You know, when you show up with one of these ships, it melts your heart. So it expresses a nation's glory in a different sort of way than standard military operations and many other ways. And you come in with one of these ships, and it's a feel-good moment.
By the way, this is not the only Chilean ship named Esmeralda. Apparently, that's a favored name. This is the 6th, but this has got to be the prettiest.
This was a big war win. This is the Esmeralda in the 19th century. There was a major battle. I'm scanning my notes for the name of it, but as a result of this ship that was in there at that time, they have renamed their tall ship, the Esmeralda, ever since. It means emerald in Spanish. And so there you are, the 6th one of these Esmeraldas, these emeralds.
She's a beauty by any name, that's for sure. Yep. We are just getting started on this epic parade of sail and show in the air for the nation's 250th birthday. Much more to come from New York Harbor live. We're back right after this. We're back now with a beautiful display of aviation might. We're having an international aerial flyover as well as the parade of tall ships. And Admiral, what are we seeing right now?
Yeah, right here on your screen, you can see the Canadian Snowbirds in there last year as a flight demonstration team. They're looking fantastic. You can see the smoke coming from behind them, really representing the iconic CT-114 Tudor aircraft, and they're at their end of their service life. They're looking good here at the 250.
I remember earlier when we saw the flyover, we saw those French planes trailing red, white, and blue in honor of our big day. You would think that the Blue Angels would have given us the red, white, and blue, but I was told earlier that's not possible. They can't. The Blue Angels can't.
Yeah, it's not their thing. We don't do red, white, and blue. We have our own white smoke, and we're pretty proud of it. So. But I would rack and stack our Blue Angels against them. They're all professionals, of course, but we really like our Blue Angels.
Well, we've got a new ship here now sailing, Colombia's Gloria. This is the Gloria that we are seeing come up behind us right now. What can you tell us about this Columbia?
Well, there's a really fun fact. You see how they're all lined up on their yards up there, all these cadets. They are very famous for coming into harbors and singing their national anthem together from those perches. And they arrive and they leap into song. That's what it's named after. The Gloria is named after their, it refers to their national anthem. So at some point, those guys are going to start singing.
I was thinking, if we're quiet, will we do that? I don't see their lips moving, but we'll keep our ears peeled. Again, it just tickles you to think about the sight that they're seeing as they enter New York Harbor. We've just got another plane flying overhead too, so this is really just a lot to absorb.
It is a lot of stuff going on at the same time. It shows you how many people are on those boats, those cadets.
Yeah, and there you see flying overhead a couple of E-2 Charlies, and here's the Navy's trainer jet aircraft. So every future F-18 and F-35 pilot, that's where they begin their journey.
So all F-16, F-18 pilots, they start in those jets.
All the Navy ones. So Air Force is an F-16 platform, but we'd let them fly with us too if they wanted to.
I just saw a seagull fly by, and I know that seagull's feeling slightly inadequate today. When you look at what we are seeing, and that's beautiful Colombia. Gloria and her sister, by the way, is coming up from Ecuador. I'd love to hear about the genealogy, the ancestry DNA of these ships, as a lot of them were built at the same time in the same shipyards and then different countries. Well, a lot of them have a lot of history.
And the key is the shipyards. There's only so many places in the world that can build ships this size.
And another flyover as well there, Admiral. I missed that one.
Yeah, we're looking forward to see the television screen. Oh, the mighty Air Force Warthogs. Perennial aircraft, been flying for years with us, so true capability on the battlefield. You just saw the E-2 Deltas, and they're the quarterbacks in the sky that run the fight. These are the battlefield managers, if you will, from the sky.
One of the things that folks at home probably can't appreciate because of just the uniqueness of our vantage point, how close some of these aircraft seem to fly in formation.
Yeah, you bet. So, you know, when you're flying formation, you know, in a loose trail, you might want to, I started talking with my hands. Luckily, I'm not on TV. But, so, you know, you're going to be, you know, jets get real close. And, you know, it can be like 20 feet. The Blue Angel's 18 inches. But normally in tactical combat operations, you're not getting that close.
Well, we're looking at Gloria of Colombia, and I love the story about her name. She was the wife of the defense minister. And she apparently really pushed for its construction. So I think she got a big thank you by getting to christen the ship.
Certainly did. As you said before, she's related to the in this parade to the Guayas, which is coming up after, and that's from Ecuador. Built in Spain, in Bilbao, in the 1960s, mid-1960s. There are 4 similar vessels to her, and all those big Latin American vessels are all built in Spain. It speaks to the you know, the tradition of Spanish shipping and shipbuilding.
Okay, Don, are dumb questions allowed this morning? We have a crew of 154 people. Can they all sleep on that?
They sure
ship?
can. I mean, they're split up. You got the quarterdeck is to the stern, and that's where you're seeing the officers' quarters. They call it O Country.
And if the folks on Gloria right now, if they were to look above them right now, Admiral, what do they see?
Yeah, they're looking at a C-17 Global Master. So that is the big wing Air Force plane that brings logistics all over the world for the Navy, Air Force, and the Joint Force to do combat operations. They are the workhorse of the Joint Force.
They do, your question, Savannah, they do separate, you know, the cadets are separated from the officers. You go down the cadets, some of these ships still are sleeping on hammocks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and on your screen right now is, you see what I believe is a Spanish Airbus. They use that as a refueling aircraft.
It's a massive plane.
They are.
It's just so cool right now, the juxtaposition of all of these tall foreign ships with American aircraft oftentimes flying right above them.
I have to say, I think I hear music coming from Gloria right now. I don't know if it's the anthem or they're just got their favorite radio station on.
I believe it is the anthem.
And overhead, we see some jets starting to get the need for speed here.
Yeah, I think what we got here is a couple of German Eurofighter Typhoons. So their contribution to tactical jet aviation, they've been just our great NATO partners for so long.
These ships are about 1,000 yards spaced. In between, those on shore are watching the Class B ships go by.
Those are the smaller ships that are flanking them.
Yeah, most of those are from America. Things like that. Just famous ships like the Adirondack and Twiga, amazing ships. Tabor Boy. These are famous ships in the world.
By the way, all of these tall ships are headed up New York Harbor. They'll go up to the George Washington Bridge, and then they're going to be positioned around this area over the next several days. So if you're in the area or you feel like buying an airline ticket to get to this area, you can see these for yourself.
Well, that's going to be a cool vantage point on George Washington Bridge, because these tugs come in and they push them, they pivot them around, and they head back down the river.
Okay. Yeah, look at this. You got 4 P-8 Maritime Patrol aircraft, and they are all over the globe, covering down. I think 70% of the globe is water, and that's what we use to do our anti-submarine warfare capabilities, and the ISR to have the eye in the sky to tell the fleet what's going on all around them. A very capable aircraft.
Admiral, to see all of these aircraft flying just moments apart, I mean, this is just a feat of coordination.
This was 2 years in the planning, and to get all the different nations, all the different services together for this 200 aircraft is, I think, the biggest on record. This is quite the show. So yes,
the largest show on the sea and in the sky.
That's right. It's the icing on the birthday.
As it should be. America only turns 250.
That's right.
It's incredible to see. Are you getting the idea? The way to identify these ships are through the masts and the sails, and each one of them has a unique profile. What's coming up? The one.
This is the one.
Bautista
Cambiaso.
Yeah.
This is from the Dominican Republic.
Now she is a barkentine, I believe. Yes.
What does that mean?
Barkentine is the square rig in the front, right? The foremast is a square rig. You see the yarn up across, and the rest of it though is a schooner. So you got it's often called a bark schooner. Those the mainmast and the mizzen are fore and aft rigged.
And one of the newer ships we're going to see today was launched in 2009, acquired by the Dominican Republic, but this is her first visit to New York. So imagine, welcome to New York, as I believe Taylor says there. I did it again.
SG, look what we are getting.
Oh, wow.
So here is the bomber, of course, the United States Air Force. So 3 aircraft. You see the B-2 up front, the B-1 to the left, and of course the workhorse, the B-52, has been around longer than I have, flying missions for the United States Air Force. The trifecta of bomber aircraft is the United States Air Force.
That's the stealth bomber, right?
Indeed, the front one, the skinny one.
Yeah, it's just
the flying.
I don't know if I've ever seen one in real life. That's pretty cool.
During my F-15, F-18 flyover a few weeks ago, we were actually next to one of those.
Oh, cool.
I mean, it is a sight to behold up close.
And as mentioned, the Juan Bautista Cambiaso of the Dominican Republic, one of the newer ships that we're going to see today, is coming right behind us pretty soon here. Pretty ship, 108 feet tall. It's one of the smaller ones, just 54 crew members, Don.
Yeah, she's only 100 feet. Interesting story behind her. She was originally built in Bulgaria. She was, I guess, for the Black Sea, right? And she is, as I said before, a bark schooner. She's a barkentine, is the other way of saying that. She is named for the hero of the DR who defeated the Haitian Navy in the Battle of Tortuguero, its War of Independence from Haiti in 1844. Very historic for these folks. I was mentioning yesterday that we rolled up next to that in the launch that I was taking from the Eagle, and it was very sweet. All those guys coming to the side to say hi to their fellow countrymen who was driving our boat.
Savannah, you just mentioned that this is her maiden voyage to the Big Apple. She picked a great time to come. Not just America's birthday. She had Taylor and Travis's wedding last night.
The World Cup.
The World Cup is here. The Nixon 5.
Oh my God.
What a great time for Juan Bautista Cambiaso.
Get a good slice and it's a perfect trip.
Yeah, there's more from the sea, more from the sky in just a few minutes. But as we head to break now, check out this incredible view of it all. This is from our camera high up the edge. This is high up at the edge here in New York City. A very special edition of today. Sail4th. Right back after this. And we are back now, back on America's 250th birthday, with a grand parade of tall ships, and also, of course, this international aerial flyover as well. Admiral, what are we looking at?
Okay, right now going overhead, you've got a bunch of Air Force H-60 Pavehawks. Think you're a combat search and rescue mission so our Air Force can fly anywhere, anytime, over any land space. They're the ones who are going to go get our pilots back if we need help.
Admiral, this is so impressive. This is like a pop quiz on every national and international aircraft, and you're doing great so far.
Well, luckily, we all fly the same helicopters. They're just made for different missions and stuff, so I got a built-in cheat sheet, maybe.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful. Picture perfect day over the southern tip of Manhattan as we sit here on Governor's Island, right off the tip of Manhattan, and of course reflecting on America's 250th birthday, the Declaration of Independence signed in 1776 on this day. And what do we see now, Admiral?
Okay, looking overhead here, we got the United Arab Emirates flight demonstration team, and they're flying the smoke of the red, white, and blue in honor of the nation's 250th, and looking quite professional going by.
Wow.
That is just beautiful.
Yeah, their Air Force is looking good there.
Red, white, and blue right above Lady Liberty. That is just...
As Craig was mentioning before, I mean, the formations are so tight when you're thinking about 5-6 aircraft in that close quarters, and how they managed to pull that off is just incredible. It's the talent of these pilots.
They truly are like a professional sports team. The way they prepare, brief, rehearse, and then perform the mission is equitable to like a pro sports team. They are that good.
Right there. The beautiful trail of red, white, and blue that the Jets left. And of course, it's like the new and old, and then this magnificent tall ship as well.
There you go.
I think that's why we all got up this morning.
Yeah, there's another shot of the UAE going by.
When we were on the Eagle down in Baltimore, these guys were working out, the Blue Angels over us, doing practice maneuvers.
Yeah, and so that's a great point, is before any air show, this is a flyby, but an air show, they're going to rehearse it 2 or 3 times just in that city because of all the land points and that you have to get your mark.
We see it here, 3 more.
Okay, here you got to see our U.S. Air Force F-22 and 2 F-16 side by side, demonstrating the Air Force's fighter capability.
Your brothers.
My brother flew the F-16 for 25 years in the military, so I'm glad we're getting to the Need for Speed portion of the flyover. We're going to get to see some great jets, pull some G's right over here.
Well, I call it the sound of freedom.
Yeah.
You know, whatever your buzzword is.
Sound of freedom. Where do they go after they're finished? They just keep going to...
Oh, they're going to come back. We had
go to Disneyland.
the bed down at all the airports, you know, extending all the way back to New Jersey, et cetera, is where they all took off from, and a lot of them are just going to head back to D.C. for their air show.
Well, we've got the Guayas on tap here, the Pride of Ecuador, as mentioned, sister ship to Gloria, who we saw a few moments ago. More than 350,000 miles traveled, and we've seen a couple times, we've taken some shots of what they call a figurehead at the front of the ship, and this one is special, Don, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Andean condor, which is Ecuador's national bird. It's right on their coat of arms. Oh, that's a beauty, yeah, right there. We've got an eagle on the front of ours, so yeah, it's a commonly done thing. One of the largest flying birds on Earth, a wingspan of 10.5 feet. The Guayas is related, as we said, to the previous ship that had gone through. Which one was that?
Gloria.
Gloria, thank you.
I'm paying attention to this class.
It's also significant that this ship was launched the same year that America turned 200.
There you go. And that's new in the tall ship business. That's amazing. See, she's steel-hulled. That's often misunderstood. Most of these are steel-hulled ships.
We've got Douglas Brinkley, our historian, along with us watching all of this, and I'm sure oohing and ahhing along with the rest of us. But Douglas, we also, as we do look at this show of military might and maritime might, we also want to talk about what brings us together on this day, the Declaration of Independence and the American Revolution.
Well, of course, and people are gathering in Philadelphia right now, the Constitution Center, going to see the Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, and all the cities of the original 13 colonies. You know, this happens to be really New York and New Jersey right now, but it's really the United Nations. Of course, the UN's on Manhattan Island, but to see these tall ships with their flags and the beauty of the vessels and the craftsmanship, it's just absolutely stunning. And I'm thinking it's stealing the show of what America 250 is. There have been some people looking at the National Mall when we're doing the great, you know, kind of county fair there, but due to the heat and some technical problems, it hasn't been quite what it's thought. But the coverage that NBC here is doing in the aerial shots and the beauty of the mast and the flags and the fact that they will be by the Hudson River, which is the great original river of America, from the Adirondacks to New York Harbor. And I can't help but just be stunned at the beauty of the backdrop and recall, once again, the tall ships are stealing the show. They stole it in 1976 for the bicentennial, and they've done it again now. This is the event. Just look at that with the Statue of Liberty. And it reminds us that we're not alone in the world. It's not U.S. versus everybody, but countries love us. We cooperate in matters of, naval affairs and military affairs in general. So just whoever came to join us from around the world, it's really special, like Ecuador. Right now, it's good to remember that we've got these, that the Navy can engage in soft power events like this, and so many are willing to come and say, happy birthday, America.
We also just, Admiral, as Douglas Brinkley was debriefing there, we saw the last of the flyovers, I'm told.
Okay, yeah, we just got to see 4 different flights of tactical jet aircraft from our Spanish partners. We just got to see some F-35s from the Netherlands came over as well. So, the Joint Strike Fighter is used by a great many nations.
Got a few more coming, but that's the thing about those jets, they go by fast.
They sure do.
The ships are slow and they savor their moment, and the jets, you blink and you'll miss them.
So here you're getting a look at United States Marine Corps, 2 F-35s and 2 F-18s from our Marine Corps brothers and sisters.
Your plane.
Yep.
F-18 is a beautiful aircraft.
Okay.
Folks, we are just getting started here. Just getting started. We're going to continue our coverage of Sail4th on America's 250th birthday. Look at that. Look at that red, white, and blue. We'll be right back. We are back on a Saturday morning. It is 11 a.m. here on Governor's Island, and the Sail4th 250 event well underway.
We've got the aerial review mostly finished. It has been a spectacular sight in the sky. Hundreds of aircraft from the U.S. and countries around the world flying overhead in an act of diplomacy and friendship on our nation's birthday. We've got our guides for the morning with us, Don Wildman from the National Maritime Historical Museum, who is teaching us many new vocabulary words this morning, and Vice Admiral John Gumbleton, who has passed his pop quiz on the aircraft of the world very, very well, and historian Douglas Brinkley as well. As we watch, this is the Belle Poule of France. This is one of the older ships we're going to see today, 1932.
1932, keel laid down, 1931. Launched 1932.
The 400-year anniversary as well for the French Navy.
Exactly, amazing. This is an unusual ship in this parade because it's a topsail schooner. It's got the square sail in the front, on the top of the foremast there, and the rest of that is gaff rigged. It's modeled on a Icelandic fishing vessel, I believe. Yeah, cod fishing ship of Iceland.
That's the scene on the water. What about
look at it in the air. You've got a group of 6 F-18 Echo Foxtrot jets from a Navy air wing flying overhead, looking great. Look how close together they are. And that's not the Blue Angels, right? You can see them with their tail hooked down as if they were going to land on an aircraft carrier. And as you got to see, just how these young people make it look easy, right? They just bring it down, and to land on that busy piece of steel is amazing. Another glimpse.
The red, white, and blue.
Yeah, here's our United Kingdom partners here. So the Hawk 71 Red Arrows flight demonstration team coming in from the United Kingdom.
So no hard feelings?
Yeah. Oh, wow. They just look fantastic.
What a pretty sight.
Yes.
Wide angle, wow.
Yeah, that might have been, I think we just saw our 5th flight demonstration team. Think about that, from all over the world coming here for the birthday. It's just a great message.
Similar to the ships, these guys are that diplomacy as well.
Quite the juxtaposition there. Those British jets flying over with the French ships sailing beneath. It's It was almost as if our ex-girlfriend flying over, and of course the French are at one point our new girlfriend, if you will.
Well, you know, your United States Navy, we just take so much culture and heritage from the Royal Navy and the French Navy. I mean, they're where we kind of got our roots from, and so it's just great to see, you know, both the tall ships and aviation, all their platforms here.
The Belle Poule has a Liberty story to tell. When France fell in 1940, this schooner escaped across the Channel and served with the Free French the whole war. And as she passes, you can see she's the Cross of Lorraine, the Free French flag.
And King George VI and Queen Elizabeth in 1945 visited Belle Poule as well. So if these sails could talk, they would have quite the story to tell.
Yeah, it looks like they are. The wind's picking up. You can see the wind is actually filling the sails now. It's beautiful.
Douglas Brinkley, it really is, it's hard to overstate the early alliance and how crucial it was between the French and the United States of America.
At independence, King George III scoffed at it and said, look, no way are these fools going to be able to create a country. There's nothing but a little insurrection going on here. But they didn't think that once France really united with the United States. People like Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson, founders, had great relationships with France. And of course, General Lafayette became a folk hero on American soil for his aid of the Continental Army during the American Revolution, and many buildings and streets, places named after Lafayette for his heroic contribution to the cause of our Declaration of Independence.
The oldest ally, French military assistance, helped make the American victory possible in the American Revolution.
By the way, it's sailing right by the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
One of France's great gifts that was given on the occasion of the 100th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence as well.
Lady Liberty about to turn 140 this year.
That's right.
So I guess we'll do this all 10 years from now once again.
Bring back the ships.
Celebrate again. There she is.
Iconic.
There she is. I was reading earlier this week about the symbolism, not just of the statue itself, but the 7 spires that she wears, symbolizing the 7 continents and the 7 seas. But also it was given to America as a gift just a few years after the end of slavery in this country. So at the feet of Lady Liberty, those of us who've been fortunate enough to see her up close, you'll see a broken shackle symbolizing that break between the United States and slavery in 1865.
And one of the reasons they were motivated to give the gift was the 100th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence and, crucially, the abolition of slavery.
Yeah. Wow, look at what's coming.
What's coming, SJ?
I believe we have the German ship, and are you asking me to say it because you think we need a 7-second delay for this one?
Think this is the one
Hold on.
It's funnest to say.
Well, it's the Gorschfach. Gorschfach.
Well, yes.
The German ship, and it's a beauty, and it's a big one. 293 feet long. Time for the Gorschfach's moment in the sun. There, I did it 3 times and never messed up.
There are so many 10, 11, 12-year-old boys right now that are like,
squirming.
Mom, Dad, what is this German ship again? What did she say?
Yeah, you know, fantastic fact. So same class, right, as the Bark Eagle. And my 2 sons were Coast Guard cadets, and they're now Coast Guard officers. But they told the story of this same class ship crossing the Atlantic during a meteor storm and clipping into the rigging and laying back just to look at the meteor shower go by. The experiences these young people get is just world-class and second to none.
Well, speaking of that, we have Chris McBride, who is, of course, one of the reasons that we're here today. He is the organizer of this up sail, and his daughter Laura McBride is on the Gorschfach and made the crossing in May, and has talked to us and texted us about waking up in the morning and seeing this beautiful sight. And so a lot of hard work by her father and the family, and getting to see it from this incredible vantage point.
I could I can relate to that. Chris has been working on this forever. This has taken years to happen. This whole parade. It's just majestic.
And the Gorschfunk, apparently it's trained about 14,000, 15,000 cadets.
Yeah, and understand this is one of the sister ships. This is the Mama, really. This is the original one of those 5 sister ships that was constructed in Germany in the 30s. This is 1933. Boy, is she a beautiful. I just want.
I know she's right behind us. We have to look.
And she's of course a bark as well. You've got the square rig in the fore and main mast, and then the mizzen is a fore and aft. I talked to the sailor because they did an exchange of sailors between these ships, the Mirsha, the Sagres, the Gorschfunk, and the Eagle, the 4 related ones here. And I saw a farewell ceremony to those sailors from the Gorschfunk on the Eagle. It was very moving. These 22-year-olds talking about how they have found out that their allies are chill.
All right, how about I see your Gorschfunk and I'll raise you Queen Mary 2. Jenna Bush Hager has been on board that beautiful ocean liner all morning. And JBH, it's been interesting to see the transformation of the crowd there. Earlier, they were all gathered in the middle of that ship. They were partying and hooting and hollering, and then they moved to the side so they could see these beautiful ships go past.
Yes, they're all on the side. They are braving the heat. You know what? I am here with Denise, who was here 50 years ago and remembers watching the ships go by.
Right. I was here. My uncle brought my brother and I, and we just had such a great time. And I'm so excited to be back here 50 years later. Seeing some of the same ships, right. Which is amazing. I mean, there are people of all ages from all 50 states. We have somebody that is 102 years old. We have a brand new baby. We have these darling girls. What's it been like to celebrate the 4th on the Queen Mary?
It's been a lot of fun.
Are you going to swim?
Yeah.
She's going to get in the pool, which sounds like a good idea, but the water's kind of hot, right?
Yeah.
It's hot. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing that you were just 10 years older than these girls.
Just graduated from high school, and it was really an exciting day.
What's it like to be back?
It's really, really fun. I don't remember the flyovers as much. That's been really exciting. And seeing these ships, it's just gorgeous. And my brother Mark sent me the program, which he kept.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Denise, and thank you all of y'all that are braving this heat. And back to you guys.
Jenna, it's fun to see you in your natural environment. The Queen Mary 2 luxury liner, her grandparents famously stayed on that boat. We have so much more to cover. History and just history unfolding right before our very eyes. We're back right after this. We are back with another beautiful entry into this parade. Sudarshini of India, built in 2011. This is one of the newer ships. It means beautiful Lady Sundari, and it is indeed quite beautiful as we sit on New York Harbor with quite the view.
It's also one of the ships that's traveled the farthest to get here as well, the Sudarshini. By the way, the name means beautiful Lady Sundari, named for Buddha's half-sister.
Oh, you can hear the sailors.
You can. It's hard to make out exactly what they are chanting or cheering, but those 84 crew members have decided to
say hello.
I think they're saying hi, Mom.
That's right.
We made it all the way from India into New York Harbor. We're giving them a wave back as well.
Fairly new ship, built in 2012. It's only the second training ship for the Indian Navy. It is built for blue water voyaging around the world. So interesting.
Also, understand that it's on a 10-month voyage right now. This is part of that 10-month voyage.
Well, many of them have scheduled their voyages to be around this this event, so that's a long way from home right there.
By the end, she will have sailed some 22,000 nautical miles in 13 different countries.
I don't think India needed much of a navy for so long in their history because they had the British there, you know, and the British were so famous for their navy. So suddenly they're, in this century, developing their own.
Well, that was a voyage well worth it when you think about the view that they're seeing. We just saw their vantage point. We want to get over to the USS Kearsarge, which is where we have our Kelly O'Donnell. And Vice President Vance is about to address the assembled on this 4th of July. Kelly, we want to check in with you.
Well, we expect the vice president shortly. At the moment, it is the acting secretary of the Navy, Hung Kao, who's speaking. And this is that mix of dignitaries and spectacle. If I could just wander over here, here's a ship coming up from Peru. It gives you a sense of what our amazing vantage point is here to see all of this. I'm keeping an eye on it now, and I see the vice president is just coming up to the stage now. He's accompanied by his 3 children here today. What a treat for them. The vice president is just taking the lectern. And, of course, this is a chance for him to tie together the celebration and the message of this day. Here's the vice president.
How we doing? Hoorah! Semper Fi! And happy birthday to all the sailors and the Marines and all the service members of this incredible ship. Please, please, ladies and gentlemen, take a seat. You know, I know it's 100 degrees out here, but my speechwriters wrote me a nice 9-hour address, so it's going to be a long day. A long day. But let me start by saying, first of all, thank you for being here on this incredibly historic occasion. I have to give a shout out to Admiral Caudle and, of course, Acting Secretary Cal, 2 great Americans. Thank you for your leadership and for everything you've done to prepare us for this incredible celebration today. And I also, of course, got to give thank you, but also special greetings from the President of the United States for reviving this incredibly proud naval tradition as we celebrate 250 years of American daring and 250 years of American naval excellence. Today, we celebrate 250 years of America facing the future without fear. We celebrate 250 years of proving what a free people can achieve by the providence of our almighty Creator. I want to welcome the incredible sailors who are with us today, all the Marines, the Coasties, and countless others from all of our forces who serve our nation and do so proudly. And I especially want to thank and welcome our wounded warriors and Gold Star families, many of New York's finest police officers and bravest firefighters, and of course we have a number of local leaders from across this tri-state area. I'm honored to welcome the dozens of Navy chiefs and other guests from other countries around the world who represent the vessels joining us in today's review. And to the Americans who are watching back home, we have over 50 countries from all over the world who chose to send fighters or naval vessels here to honor our country. And we say from the bottom of our hearts, we are grateful for our friends, grateful for our allies on this special anniversary. It is a very American thing to ring in 250 years of American history by parading our naval and Air Force might for the world to see. But I can't help but consider that 250 years ago, the waters of New York Harbor looked very, very different. While the Continental Congress met in Philadelphia to ratify the Declaration of Independence, General Washington was right here in Manhattan, peering out on this beautiful land and beautiful sea. His attention was fixed on the horizon, watching for sails of the most powerful navy on Earth. 1 week before, the British had begun landing troops on Staten Island, and they had landed 32,000 in just over 6 weeks. One colonist still in the city recounted it seemed as if all of London was afloat and heading to the new nation. War was coming, and everyone knew it. By July of 1776, 80% of New York's population had emptied out in anticipation of the coming violence. And that brings us back to our great General Washington. He knew the battles to come would be bruising and would demand much of his men. But they needed to know, through hot summers and cold winters, exactly what they were being asked to fight for. And so, just a few days after the Declaration of Independence was signed, George Washington read aloud the words of the incredible Declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Even today, 250 years to the day later, these words command a tremendous power over us as Americans. For 250 years, they have stirred our hearts, and they've reminded us of who we are as a people. But to Washington soldiers, to the people to whom they were first read, think about this, they were entirely new. What has become standard American parlance, they had never heard those words before. And I think it's something striking to reflect on, that in 2026, the Declaration was written with the assumption that its audience would immediately grasp its words. Though they had never heard it, they would know exactly what it meant. It wasn't written for historians. It wasn't written for academics. It wasn't written for the generations to come. It was written for the people of this fledgling country. It was written for the soldiers who would fight to turn those words into a new system of government. As a document, it does not handhold its readers. Its citizenship at a very hard level. It does not pause to explain who this Creator is. It doesn't explain what the equality of men means. It doesn't try to go into details about the consent of the governed. It simply declares these truths to be self-evident. 250 years later, it's worth asking, self-evident to whom? The Declaration proclaims truths the founders believed to all mankind, yes. But it says those truths in language intended to be familiar specifically to the American nation that it was authored to, authored by, and authored for. It was, as Jefferson put it later in his own life, an expression of the American mind. A document whose purpose wasn't, quote, to find out new principles or new arguments, but to place before mankind the common sense of the subject, the common sense of the American people. That people had been generations in the making. 1776 was not an accident. The patriots of that era understood themselves to be heirs to an older civilization who would carry it forward. Now, they shared with Great Britain the same language, the same God, the same system of common law. They even read many of the same books and observed many of the same customs. They shared the same understanding of justice and public life. George Washington's boyhood offers a small but revealing example. When he was 13 years old, he copied down more than 100 entries from a tiny little book called The Rules of Civility and Decent Behavior. It was not an American work, but it was first published in London more than a century before George Washington was born. Yet the America that formed Washington demanded qualities that no book, no manual could teach. Before General Washington commanded an army, he spent his 20s surveying America's wild interior, saving up money, learning self-reliance on a continent that rewarded initiative more than pedigree. It didn't care if you were a nobleman, it cared what you could do. Now, our society at the time reinforced the habits Washington learned in the wilderness. Frontier life rewarded resourcefulness, while America's colonial assemblies taught citizens to govern their own affairs. It taught citizens to be self-governing human beings. Churches at the time, especially those who were touched by the Great Awakening, reminded congregants that no earthly hierarchy outweighed the equal dignity of every human soul before its Creator. All of that came together And so it was no surprise that when Washington's soldiers first heard the Declaration 250 years ago, they understood precisely what it meant. They understood the meaning that was conveyed. It was seismic, but it was their birthright as citizens of this new republic. The words might have been new, but they expressed a feeling, something that already lived in the heart of every single American patriot, and I believe those words still live in the heart of every...
Vice President J.D. Vance there on America's 250th birthday. We'll take a quick break, but we will be right back after this. Welcome back on this 4th of July holiday weekend as we continue to celebrate America's 250th with a fleet of tall ships made up from our friends from all over the world, and this might just be one of our favorites.
Oh, you have to feast your eyes upon Amerigo Vespucci of Italy. Dave Price, who is from our sister station WNBC, is actually on board this vessel. It's such a beauty. Dave, tell us what you're seeing as you make your way through New York Harbor.
It's just amazing. Veteran and cadet alike, their eyes are glued right now on southern Manhattan. It's beautiful. And, you know, our day started early in the morning. We were thankful to the Coast Guard and to the Navy for tendering us out to this ship. But even they were stunned by how gorgeous this is. Take it back to July 12, 1962. The Mediterranean, the USS Independence, is passing by and sends a light signal to the Vespucci, and they ask them to identify themselves. The Vespucci responds with light signals. Training ship, Amerigo Vespucci, Italian Navy. And the Independence sends back a message: you are the most beautiful ship in the world. And all these years later, you know what? That's probably true. Look, this is what we see along the sides of the ship right now, at attention, peering towards the southern shores of Manhattan right now. And it is called a saluto alla voce. And that's what they do to show their respect to the people who they are passing by. I want to bring you in here for just one more second. The ship goes back to 1931 and can be manually steered. That was the only option back then. To steer just 1 degree, they would have to rotate this 4 times. Imagine doing a U-turn like we will do when we get up by the George Washington Bridge. A stunning piece of technology back in 1931, an absolute classic now. What a gorgeous morning.
Oh, we love that story. If People magazine had a most beautiful ships issue, Amerigo Vespucci would make the cover every year as we continue to watch this magnificent parade of sail.
This is the ship right behind the Vespucci. This is a Peru ship, the Union.
Yes.
The Union. What can you tell us about the Union?
The biggest sailing ship out of Latin America. She's 378 feet long. That's about 10 school buses parked bumper to bumper. That's how big this thing is. A crew of 250. And here's something else. The masts stand 175 feet tall. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty.
We could actually do that calculation as it just passed by the Statue of Liberty, but just an incredible, the Union of Peru, one of the larger ships that we'll see today.
Yeah, the largest training vessel, right, in Latin America?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a major ship. You can't just... I was parked next to that in Baltimore, and it just seizes your attention. You can't believe it. It just doesn't seem like it's possible to be sailing, but it does. It's got a beautiful figurehead right there underneath that bowsprit of the Tupac Inca, I can't do the pronunciation, Yupaki.
A lot of these ships have the figurehead. Tell us the significance of that.
Well, they're symbols of the nation usually, or of the ship itself. We have the eagle. This one is obviously for the Aztec. Would that be Aztec? Inca. Sorry, Inca, down in Peru. So it's a reference to the national story that they represent. These ships are, after all, ambassadors of their nations.
It really has been fun also watching these crew members aboard these foreign sailing vessels. appear to be having the time of their lives out there on the water.
Some of them are singing their national anthem. Some of them shouting. We thought it might be a hi, Mom. And some of them have traveled literally months to be here for this moment.
Just to say happy birthday to America. Let us get over to Carson Daly now. Carson has spent the morning above the USS Intrepid. Buddy, what's the scene like where you are?
Craig. This has been one of the most fun broadcasting things I've ever done in my career. The vibe here on the west side of Manhattan is amazing. We've got such a great view. We're about 19 miles north of the Verrazano, where this whole creative sail began, 6 miles short of the GW Bridge, and I'm telling you what, we saw the American Eagle go by with Uncle Al on it. That Chile boat was gorgeous, but the Colombians are partying, man. That schooner just rolled by here, music blaring, people dancing. Might have something to do with them winning their soccer game last night in the World Cup. I don't know. The Dominican Republic behind us, but it's been truly special here, man. Aerial review going. About 5,000 people are on this pier where I'm at, next to the Intrepid, parked right next to the U.S. Arlington, which is a great ship. It parked there yesterday. It's unique. It houses both members of the Navy branch and the Marines. They work together, live together. So big opportunity for me this morning, walking around talking to active servicemen and women, active sailors, just to get a chance to say thank you on this 4th of July weekend, America 250. Really never seen anything like this broadcast before. And Craig, you and Savannah and your experts, what a great job you're doing as we're watching these amazing vessels, all 80 of them, in this parade of sail. I've learned more in the last few hours than I learned in junior college, at MTV, or anything else I've ever done. It's just been really exciting, really fun, and I haven't felt a sense of patriotism. I've been in New York over 25 years that you really feel today. It feels organic. It feels there's just lots of families down here, met some reservists. It's just been great. I'd say our country's off to an awesome, awesome 250th. Craig?
Agreed, my friend. Wholeheartedly agree.
And by the way, if you also are catching the fever like Carson clearly has, you can see these tall ships. They're going to be docked in the New York area over the next several days. And we've got a pretty one from Poland now. This is Dar Mojeja. It's a big one, 350 feet. It means gift of the youth. And this has been a training ship for Polish sailors since 1982, Don.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's pretty new. It's one of the fastest full-rigged ships on Earth. She goes 16.5 knots under sail. That's 19 miles an hour on wind alone. She's 2,255 tons. The secret is that sleek. Oh, you hear him?
Hello to you, too.
There she is. Yes.
Passing right behind us.
That's the Dar Mojeja saying hi to us.
And Admiral, I mean, just when you think about this, we saw it with the flyover, all of the countries that contributed to that. Now we have all of these countries who are contributing their ambassadors, these tall ships. That friendship, that connection between allies, why is that so important?
You know, it's truly is very important. And I think it's, as a nation, it's one of our strengths is allies and partners give us credibility, and they give us that soft power and diplomatic power, and it's one of the strengths of the United States of America and the Navy. And so having allies and partners is simply put an advantage to us. And so to have this partnership, you know, fascinating is I've worked with these nations for 37 years, and I have friends who are in the Navy of all these countries that I still see and talk to. And so, you know, when you talk about joint operations or working with our allies and partners, you work at the speed of trust. And when you've known these people for a long time, that's a true advantage.
Well, when we look at these ships, it's when you care enough to send the very best.
Yeah, right.
It's really beautiful.
She was built in Gdansk, which was the home of Solidarity back in the day.
We've spent a lot of time this morning talking about how these ships are symbols of the solidarity between the United States and various countries. The United States was the first country to recognize an independent Poland back in 1919. And currently, several hundred thousand, roughly 200,000 people live in New York City who are of Polish ancestry.
Yes.
Our vantage point is pretty fantastic here, but there are a lot of other folks who are watching these festivities around various parts of the city.
That's right. We want to go to Riverbank State Park right now, Upper Manhattan. We find Tommy McFly from our station WRC in Washington. Tommy, I know it was worth the train trip up. How's your view?
It's fantastic, Savannah and Craig. It's Rockefeller Park, but really it's more like Rockefeller Plaza today. We brought all the excitement to the waterfront. We've got a bit of a break in the boats right now, but I wanted to, we've all been talking about, you know, all of the civics we've been doing. We've been all learning the flag flashcards. So I thought I'd ask our friends here at the makeshift plaza if you can name, Ian, do you think you know a lot about the other country's flag?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
What is this flag?
India.
India, nailed it. Here we go. We got a peacock plushie for you. All right, that was an easy one. Let's do another pop quiz here. Anybody know this flag? Oh, we got your hand up.
That's Colombia.
That is Colombia. Let's get him a peacock plushie. All right, the hardest one we've had so far. Are you ready for this one? The hardest one yet. Yes. We'll get a peacock plushie over to you. It's so much fun watching with everybody as we're seeing these ships go by. We saw our pals on the Vespucci a little bit ago. We're going to see Peru making their way up here too. This whole day has been so amazing. Everyone's all together. Who's first parade of sail? Yeah? Okay. Maybe we got some parade of sail experts who've been around before, and you have been making your way. New Yorkers, you're enjoying your time?
Yes, having a great time.
Love that, love that. It's just the energy that we're getting here, and some people are going to stay till the fireworks tonight. Is that what I'm understanding? They got here early at Rockefeller Park. We turned it into the plaza, and now they are going to be waiting all day for this fantastic parade of sail as we're enjoying the view of Jersey, and we're getting ready to celebrate the rest of this fantastic day. Craig and Savannah.
Oh, so fun, Tommy. By the way, incredible knowledge of the flag to those kids. My kids are grounded. There's no way they would know that.
The future is bright for America with smart kids like that.
Well, this is just beautiful. And we've got another tall ship making its entrance here. And I think this one, is this Sagres?
This is Sagres.
Okay, from Portugal.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful with the Maltese crosses on its sails. And Don, this is a ship with a long history, had several owners, several names. So this one definitely
related,
has some stories to tell.
But related to Eagle. She's one of the sisters.
Built in the same port in Germany in 1937.
Yeah, exactly. She's one of the sisters. She was built, I think she's second. She was originally called the Albert Leo Schlageter. And then she went to Brazil first, and then Brazil, I believe, sold her to Portugal. Portugal being, of course, the home, the original base of the Age of Discovery. And that cross on her sails refers to Prince Henry the Navigator's order, the same cross the Portuguese sails carried in the Age of Discovery. That's the significance of this in so many ways, a throwback to all of that, which we can attribute to the Age of Sail.
Yeah.
Such rich history. Such rich history. It struck a Soviet mine as well at one point.
Yeah, sure. These ships have been through a lot over their years. And there's a lot of pictures you can look at. The history of this family, these sister ships that we keep talking about, is fascinating. Just because it takes you through all the 20th century, really. And the various lifespans that they have, the iterations of these ships. Just glorious.
And has done 3 circumnavigations of the globe, which is some serious mileage.
Exactly. Well, and that's training. That's training time. This is another academy for the Portuguese Navy. You see how their sails, interesting, are aback. That's called when the wind is going against them. They're unfurled because this is a big show here. But you of course wouldn't have them like that if you were under sail, and so you'd have to position the boat differently. But of course they can.
I feel like we're getting a nice breeze here. Is this a good sailing day?
This is the most significant breeze we have gotten all morning.
Yeah.
Craig's he's noticing because it's also quite hot here.
I mean, this is a great breeze.
They are, unfortunately for them, they're going straight in one direction, so they can't go. Here we go, some yelling going on.
Oh, yes.
Maybe they're yelling about the Portuguese Ronaldo in the World Cup. I mean, lots to shout about. What a beauty. Sagres of Portugal enters the chat as we continue to watch this parade of sail, historic, through New York Harbor on the nation's 250th anniversary. And we're back with our coverage on NBC right after this. Just one of the tall ships entering New York Harbor this morning as we continue our special coverage of the Sail 250 event celebrating a historic 4th of July.
Yes. Let's check in with Dylan Dreyer. Dylan's been out on the water all morning talking to some of the folks who are enjoying this parade from the sea. Dylan, how's it going?
You know, it is so much more peaceful and calm than I expected it to be along the sidelines of a parade, and that's because the water is just really calm as these boats go by. They just sort of float by and you just stare at how majestic they are. You just watch them just going slowly down. And earlier today, which a lot of folks were super excited about, was the aerial flyover. I mean, you'd see this calm, and then it was split by that just booming sound of those formations going overhead. It was really, really fun to watch. And then it calms down again. You know, just to put it into perspective, if you guys looked over your shoulder and grabbed some binoculars, I'm literally right behind you. So everything you're seeing over there, we certainly get a front row view of it. And we can see up the Verrazano over to where Jenna is. The boats begin their path. So before you guys talk about the big ships that are coming by, we get to see them firsthand. And then I get to get all the information that you guys are giving us about those ships. So it really is fascinating to see that all of these people who just have boats were allowed to be here in the water. So it really is fantastic. And the best part about it, in New York City style, as soon as the big ships honked their horns, all the boats around here honk their horns as well. We know what to do here in New York City. So it's our way of giving a round of applause.
Yeah, it's a hello.
Oh, I love it.
It should talk about intrepid. That's Dylan Dreyer. She's been bouncing up and down on those waves for about 6 hours now. And Dramamine works.
And oh, by the way, we'll have the longest day of anybody here because she's also co-hosting the fireworks show tonight as well.
That is right.
Pace yourself, my friend.
Along
Pace
with
yourself.
a lot of people here who will be staying to watch them.
All right, from Dylan to the Mircea. Here's Romania, ladies and gentlemen. The Mircea, 267-foot, three-masted ship there. It's just built 1938, is that right?
Exactly. Well, same one. This is one of the family as well. The Mircea, she was Blumenvoss, Hamburg, Germany. She's the relative of the Eagle. This is the last of that crew of those ships. I was with some Romanians who were on board the Eagle. They were very, very proud.
Okay, of all of the folks we've heard shouting and yelling?
Romanians are the loudest. We can hear them all the way over here on Governor's Island doing a big salute.
Oh, huzzah. And they were waving their caps up and down.
I wish we had something we could wave back other than our hands. But that'll have to suffice.
Admiral, I mean, just put yourself in the shoes of sailors from any country having this experience.
I want to trade places. I want to be on the Eagle.
Right?
To be up in the rigging. Yeah, exactly. We can wave the flag. But fantastic. Imagine being a young person on a ship like that and what that means. You got to be just so proud to represent your country. But then as Americans to do on the Eagle and our Coast Guard, it's got to be awe-inspiring.
Exactly. The history of that is interesting because Romania was first with the Axis powers in World War II, and then they switched over to the Allies, and that's how they ended up with this ship as reparations.
One of the best vantage points.
Okay.
Right back
I
at
waved
you.
my flag. We got there.
Right back at you.
Hi.
One of the beautiful vantage points that we've been enjoying throughout the morning, courtesy of that Goodyear float. We just got another one of those great Goodyear shots. One of them just, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
SG, I think you're right. I think when you wave the flag, that's
I think that's what happened. See, who needs the tech when you can just wave a flag and you get the horn sounding from the beautiful Mircea of Romanian Navy. It's been a classroom on the open sea since 1938.
She's named for Mircea the Elder, the medieval prince who first took Romania to the Black Sea, and for trivia fans, the real-life grandfather of Vlad the Impaler.
Oh, okay.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
Dracula's grandfather's ship.
23 sails. That's 18,000 square feet of sail area. So I am no sailor, but does that mean she goes pretty fast?
Oh, yeah. She does very well.
By the way, they've gone from cheering
to singing.
They are now singing.
They're very
on the
spirited.
Mircea.
Yes.
That's a party boat.
Welcome to New York.
Yes.
That's not the last cheering they're going to be doing.
All right. As we continue to watch the Mircea sail up the Hudson SG.
We've got Jenna Bush-Hager on the QM2, the luxury liner. Jenna, you have had a great time this morning. You've made a lot of friends. I can see that. How's it going? How do you like these sights and sounds?
I I have made a lot of friends, but they've all headed down to the lunch buffet. And I'm still up here watching these beautiful ships sail by. By the way, I don't blame them, y'all. It is hot out here, but they were so excited to watch these beautiful ships sail by and, of course, watch the planes fly in the air. You know, this ship has such a storied history. Queen Elizabeth was her godmother. She christened it in 2004. And I didn't know until I visited the Queen Mary that a liner is different than a cruise because it's built in a huge way to go across the Atlantic, to make an ocean crossing, which I cannot imagine what that is like. In fact, let me just put this into perspective. This ship is 3 football fields tall. Okay, and I'm sure I heard y'all, you know, with the little horns going off. I'm sure this horn is really incredible. And the captain, I've made friends with the captain around here. He said he would give us a little toot. Let's see if y'all can hear us over in Governor's Island. Go ahead, Captain. We're going to give him a second. Let's see. He's trying, he said. And, oh no. Do you hear her?
We do.
We hear you.
We do hear you, JBH.
Wow. Well, I
Incredible.
think she just apologized. She said, "Excuse me."
This must be how the explorers felt, right? Coming into the new world. That's cool.
Thank you, JBH.
Thank y'all.
Thanks to the captain there too, who gave us the shout out with the horn.
That's fun. We want to turn to Melody Mendez. She's from our station at NBC 10 in Boston, and she's with us here on Governor's Island with the growing crowds and getting this beautiful view as well. Hi, Melody.
Yes, Savannah and Craig, the heat has not dampened the excitement, and you can see everyone behind us. I got to give these folks props too. They've been standing out here waiting for their moment to be on the Today Show for probably about 10 minutes, melting. And with all the excitement, we've got to talk to some of these folks, right? Thomas, Millie, I know you guys came all the way from D.C. What do you think so far? Good, but hot. Good, but hot. Millie, I think that's a fair statement. I think we'd all agree with little Millie. And we've got Leo here. Talk about an event that has brought the world together, guys. Happening at the same time as the World Cup. Leo came all the way from the UK to catch a World Cup game. He caught 2 World Cup games and got to visit Grandma and Grandpa. What do you think of this? Good. Hey, for a kid, that's a ringing endorsement. Good, Leo. We've talked to people from all over the country, not to mention all over the world. I talked to the consulate general from Poland earlier. I asked him what he thought of the heat. He just laughed at me. He said, oof, he just made a noise like that, and I completely understood what he meant. But listen, it is not dampening the spirits of anyone out here. You should see some of the folks I talked to. Steven from Pittsburgh. I asked him, like, hey, are you having a good time out here? And he said, well, you should ask my wife. I got dragged here by her. and come on, he wins a husband award for that or something. He's standing in a sweltering heat doing a favor for his wife, and they're just having a great job. And that's really the sentiment that I've gotten from everyone around here. Everyone's just having a great time and enjoying this beautiful view. Of course, the Statue of Liberty in the background. What's not to love? Craig, Savannah, back to you.
Oh, what's not to love indeed, Melanie, thank you. And a big thanks to your rowdy friends there, too. Yes.
Ready for their close-ups.
You know what? We're going to take just a really quick break here. We'll take a quick break. We will come back with much more right after this.
And we're back, Sail4th. This is America's 250th birthday, and we are celebrating a parade of tall ships through New York Harbor. And the next one on our dance card, Juan Sebastián de Elcano of Spain.
If you're just tuning in, we've been watching ships like this sail through the Hudson River for the last few hours now. A parade of tall ships traveling up the river, ships from all over the world. And this one in particular This is the third largest tall ship in the entire world, right?
Exactly. She is very large. She's 98 years old. She was commissioned in 1928. She is 371 feet long. Incredible. Elcano, it's interesting. The name Elcano is who took over after Magellan died, going on the circumnavigations. So this guy, I never learned about in history books, but preparing for this I did, because he's a big Spanish hero, obviously. He brought that expedition home, and he made that first circumnavigation that Magellan gets the credit for.
All right, let's take a break here.
We've got Al Roker, who's actually on the Eagle, the lead ship in our parade, and they're turning it around by tugboat. Al, I don't know if you can hear us and kind of narrate what's going on.
Yeah, well, what's interesting, of course, George Washington Bridge, that's the turning point. I was wondering, how are they going to make that turn? Will they do it by their own power? But in fact, this is the Justine McAllister, and it's one of the tugs that's going to be tasked with turning these tall ships around. So, you do your driver's test. You got to make that 3-point turn. Well, that's not happening here. we got a little help from the tugboats, and they're swinging us around to head back down the river, and then we'll swing back around and dock at Pier 17 at the South Street Seaport. So this is, I got to tell you, this trip just gets better and better. It is so amazing. And again, all these cadets have been working nonstop. They're starting to get ready to raise the front sails, get that going, because the winds have been pretty decent. And believe it or not, it's really comfortable here, guys. The winds are nice and strong. They're giving, but not too strong, giving us a nice breeze. And what's been amazing is watching up and down the shoreline on both the New Jersey side and the New York side. Every available inch of real estate is packed with people. Everybody wants to be part of this. Thank you, Justine McAllister. We appreciate it. One good turn deserves another. All right, so back to you guys as the other tall ships get ready to make this hairpin turn.
It's incredible. We have so much going on right now. I mean, this is the one Sebastián de Elcano of Spain coming right behind us, sounding its horn as the vice president's, it's not a motorcade, what do we call it, Admiral?
I think the technical term would be Marine Corps 2 when they or Air Force when they take the vice president or president off. So I anticipate that's the package to take him and his party off
the chopper's ferrying the vice president. He had just been on the Keir stage giving remarks on this 4th of July, and then he'll get on Air Force 2, probably headed back to Washington.
That's right.
A lot of action.
That's there you go, a live look there at the aforementioned aircraft landing on the aircraft carrier. Those ships making their way north, as Al just pointed out. The ships making their way north. That is also where we find Janice Huff from our sister station here in New York, WNBC. Janice is in Upper Manhattan. What's the vantage point from there, my friend?
Well, this is where the ships are turning, and we see Al Roker and the Coast Guard cutter Eagle. There it is, just below the George Washington Bridge. And behind that is the Pride of Baltimore, the tall ship with those big masts, also very beautiful. Lots of people gathered here now, of course, because the ships aren't here. It took a while to get up here, but they're all here. And then right behind me, I don't know if you can see this, but that is an Argentinian ship. That is from Argentina, the Libertad. It is the sails aren't up, but you can see all the flags, and it is a beautiful ship, just beautiful. We're enjoying this now, right, everybody? We've got tons of people here that are really enjoying. They've got some kids here with their flags, and people here from enjoying themselves. Happy 4th of July, happy birthday, America. This is a fantastic day. It's a little warm out here, yay! But we got a breeze up here on the river, so we're enjoying that, you guys. Glad to see that the ships have made it this far. We've got a lot more to go coming our way, that's for sure. Back to you.
Well, Janice is the meteorologist from WNBC here in New York City, so if she says it's not too bad, then we can take that to the bank. And we're watching the parade of sail continue. We're about to see Sweden's entry into this parade, the Galadan, which was built in 1947 and is kind of, it's understated. This is the Swedish simplicity on display.
Yes, exactly. It's got IKEA energy there.
But does it have the hot dogs?
Does it come with that little wrench?
Right.
She's 129 feet long. You could park gotten on the deck of the Eagle. I mean, that's the length, about a third the size. She's very simple. I mean, I don't mean that to diminish. She's just clean. You know, she's a sailor's dream, and these cadets are learning every single thing they need to on there. I stood on that deck in Baltimore and talked to a few cadets. They were lovely people, and very proud of their ships. There's a sister ship of that called the Falcon, which is got the Gladden and the Falcon, two birds of Sweden.
Douglas Brinkley has been watching all of this unfold with us, and Douglas, the incredible ships, the aircraft that we've seen fly over. As you pointed out, though, in the past, the history of a country, it's really about the people. As we watch this continue to unfold, Douglas Brinkley, who are you thinking about? Who are you thinking about today?
Well, you know, when J.D. Vance was evoking George Washington in his talk, you know, we sometimes always think of Washington in Virginia because of Mount Vernon, because of Washington, D.C., because that's where his home was. But he was in New York at the time of July 4th, 1776, and had to fight in New York, and actually lost in Brooklyn and Long Island and had to retreat. But lo and behold, New Jersey became the turnaround. And at the battles there at Trenton and Princeton, the United States was really born for real as a military power. And then a second turn for George Washington was New York City. You can go today to Federal Hall in Wall Street, and they have a piece of the railing from Washington's first inaugural. And it's kind of amazing to look at, and then realize that our government was based. Washington spent his first years in New York City as president of the United States. So the connection of Washington, as we're looking at the George Washington Bridge, we're looking at Washington Square, Greenwich Village, and all. It's a lot of love to George Washington. So he's on my mind today as that indispensable person from 1776 and beyond. He created the modern presidency as we know it from scratch.
If you're wondering why New York and New York Harbor and this place is the site of our coverage this morning on America's 250th birthday, this was America's first capital. George Washington, America's first president, as you mentioned, Douglas, sworn in right here. And we see some of our friends from sending their tall ships from around the world. This is Gladden of Sweden. We are going to continue our coverage. Our parade is still going. We have much more ahead. Our Sail4th coverage sails on. And as we head to break, a little patriotic performance from the group, Salty Dogs. Let's go.
Back now with more of our coverage of the grand parade of ships and of the remarkable sights that we've enjoyed throughout the morning. These have been among the most striking. Sailors, service members, seamen from all over the world just hanging out atop their sails, hanging out on their ships. They wave to us, we wave to them. Sometimes they've been honking as well.
Just imagine this is your first visit to New York. This is one way to arrive by a tall ship, the pride of your country, getting to see this beautiful vantage point. And another one enters. We've got Capitan Miranda from Uruguay, built in 1930 in Spain. No stranger to New York, at least this vessel. It's been here 3 times. It's a pretty one, and it actually started as a research ship, I understand.
This is a form follows function kind of thing. Or, yeah, exactly. It used to be a survey ship, you know, mapping the marine geography of Uruguay, but it was then rescued in the 70s from the breakers, as sailors say, and Uruguay gave them a new masts and new mission. This is a staysail schooner as opposed to a topsail. We've been trying to throw in these terms from here and there, but you can see the Marconi rigging, it's called. It has a unique look because this ship has to do unique things, or it was built to do that. Now it's for showing off.
Its sails are just beautiful.
Yeah.
And the color alone is just so striking there.
Yeah, Admiral, we also have, I mean, these are training ships. They have multiple uses. The ships that these are not, they're historic, but they're active working ships.
Yeah, absolutely. And so some of these different navies and their nations representing, whether it's for a survey or having all their cadets on board, whether it's our Coast Guardians or, the German Navy, I think the Romanian Navy, et cetera. So absolutely. And what a great way to start out your career of service.
Yeah.
A little earlier this morning, not long ago, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, New Jersey's Governor Mikey Sherrill, they rang the bell to help kick off this morning's festivities.
And our Laura Jarrett caught up with them a short time ago and talked with them about the importance of this partnership between New York City and their two states.
I want to welcome Mayor Zohran Mamdani. So nice to see you.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. It's such an honor to be here together as we celebrate our nation's 250th anniversary.
Of course, I'm also joined here by New York's Governor Kathy Hochul and Mikey Sherrill.
Hi, how are you?
Mr. Mayor, New York has been on something of a run lately. First we have the Knicks, then we have the World Cup, then we host Taylor Swift's extravaganza, the royal wedding, if you will, the American royal wedding, and now 250.
It's incredible, and I think, we're so proud to be back here in the nation's first capital and celebrating that the promise of our nation continues, and we can see that promise whether it's the Knicks winning their first championship in 53 years or whether it's today as we celebrate a legacy of this nation and the continued greatness of it.
And Mayor, Governor Hochul, I should say, I want to also bring you in here. You two were able to ring the bell together. What did that moment mean for you?
Well, for me, it harkened back to why we're in this very place. This is where some of the most significant battles of the Revolutionary War were conducted, right here in this space. And for America to be having all their eyes focused on us right now gives us a chance to look back in history, but know what that history led to. The extraordinary country that we are the beneficiaries of their blood, sweat, and tears of what they endured 250 years ago. So we have to keep that promise alive and make sure for the next 250 years that people know the greatness of this country with all of its challenges and how we persevere. So this is what that bell meant to me, to bring in the new, but also to celebrate the past.
And Governor Sherrill, what about for you? This is your first 4th of July. You got a hot one. For your first one as governor, does anyone prepare you for this?
For 110-degree weather? No one prepares you for that. But it has been amazing. In fact, I think those helicopters, I believe they're from my old squadron, the Fleet Angels, that have been circling with the American flag. I'm a, former Navy officer. To see the tall ships, to see our allies coming from across the world to join us here today in celebrating 250 years of fighting for freedom and democracy is really exciting.
We obviously have the Parade of Sail, but the 250 celebrations don't end there. What else can folks expect for the rest of the week?
No, people need to go all over the state. I mean, the Battle of Ticonderoga, the battles of Brooklyn, the battles of Saratoga, those were defining moments in our fight against the British, against all odds. And it was those victories on the battlefield that drew in the French, who said maybe this little upstart country can pull it off. Maybe we should join with them. And so New York State has been at the epicenter of that history. A lot of people think we love Boston and Philadelphia and Yorktown, but this is where it all happened, in our opinion. This is a strategic epicenter. So go see all of New York and celebrate our greatness.
We got to brag on our state a little bit, right? And Mr. Mayor, before I let you go, I don't want to be so presumptuous, but I think you can lose the tie next 4th of July.
Yeah, I think clearly you're seeing some of us are learning a little bit more about how to dress in the summer. I might be one of those people, but
people will forgive you, I promise.
I'm hopeful. The jacket may be coming off soon.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Governor Hochul, Governor Sherrill. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to send it back to Savannah and Craig now.
My goodness.
Our flags and the Capitan from Uruguay honked its horn.
Yes. Thank you, Capitan.
Modern communication.
As we head to break here, check out this breathtaking view from our camera at the Edge NYC over at Hudson Yards on the west side. We're back in a moment with more Sail4th 250.
back. We've been enjoying this parade of tall ships all morning long, and we're transitioning now. We've had this international flavor, and now we're getting some home cooking.
Yes.
And here's the ship that represents the U.S. quite proudly out of Galveston, Texas. Of course, Texas has its own tall ship. This is Alyssa. This is the oldest ship in our parade today, built in 1877 as a merchant ship. It is one of the world's oldest sailing vessels still active, the oldest in our parade today. And Don, you could say this one's been pre-loved.
Oh my goodness. This is the year Ulysses S. Grant left the White House, 1877. That's how far back she goes. Spent 90 years as a working freighter, which actually was called at Galveston in 1883 once, with bananas in, cotton out. Galveston found her rusting in a Greek scrapyard in the 1970s, brought her home and made her look what she is today. She's a very proud vessel.
Texas got her in 1975 and refurbished her.
Yeah,
gave it a little glow up.
2014. By the way, one of the ships in the parade today that's actually been designated a National Historic Landmark as well, as we continue to watch these ships sail up the Hudson. We're going to have to try our flag ship, or our flag trick in just a second to see if she'll give us a honk as well. But while we do that, let us check in with Joe Fryer. Joe's over on Staten Island. And Joe, I understand you've got some very special guests with you.
Yeah, that's right, Greg. And I have to mention, you just saw the Alyssa. You might remember earlier this morning I mentioned 2 Texans made their way all the way here to Staten Island. The Alyssa was the main reason why, because its home port, Galveston, just about an hour or so away from where they live. So they brought a big Texas flag. They were cheering on when that came through. Most of the boats, actually all the boats now, including Long Island Ferry, have moved along here, but we still have some dedicated folks here on Staten Island watching everything. It's been amazing. So many people I've spoken with say they were here 50 years ago. That includes Fred and John, who've joined me. Tell me, you remember 50 years ago, much younger back then, but what was that experience like, and how does it compare with what you witnessed this morning?
Today was more enjoyable only because the harbor was open and free of traffic. I remember as a kid just being ships everywhere, and it was very crowded, and everything was kind of like chaotic. But this was much more of an organized parade, and the airplanes, too, were just great flying over.
It was like an overload of senses, because you were watching on the water, and then the planes were
one
jets.
Shoulder for the planes, right? Exactly, and then looking out at the water. So it was really good. It was excellent.
I was speaking with someone earlier who was also here 50 years ago, and they say they were young at the time. They remember it, but they don't remember it well. They appreciated this time being able to see it through adult eyes.
Yes, absolutely.
What did those adult eyes? What did you see through those adult eyes this time?
Well, it's a different world that we live in, and after 9/11 with security and stuff now and all, it's a different world, but it's impressive at the same time that, to see the harbor clear, organized like this, lots of security and stuff. But just seeing it, I can appreciate it more. As a kid, it's more of a spectacle. Now I can appreciate, the United States, the birthday, what it means, the world coming together, celebrating with other countries. It's really an impressive event.
I want to bring in your friend John here, because you're a similar situation. You live here on Staten Island.
I'm a lifelong Staten Islander, yes.
So you probably watched it here.
I was here. I was just down the road a bit with my family. I was 8 years old at the time, so I just gave away my age to the world. So it was a great time. And there was something about it at that age, at 8 years old. There's an innocence to you, and it was a pride. And I had that pride in me of, being a New Yorker, being an American. It meant something to me. And it was just something magical about it. And I wanted to relive that today. And Fred came over from New Jersey, and I said, come on over. And my children are out doing other things today, and I didn't have them with me, but I'm not going to be here in 50 years. So I said, I got to do this one. And I was here I was also here back in '86. We had the 100-year celebration of the Statue of Liberty. I was here in '92, the 500-year anniversary of the Mayflower coming in. Columbus. Columbus coming in, and then back in 2000, there was also a big ship parade. But
so you've seen all the ships.
I've been to all of them, and I've always made a point of being here. This one was special because there was well over 100 aircrafts from around the world, and it was very intriguing. In fact, I was speaking to Jacob here earlier, one of your co-workers here. one of the highlights for me was the Royal Air Force Red Arrows were here, and they flew over in formation, and their formation of 9, which is incredible. And as they went over the harbor, they sprayed out their red colors, red, white, and blue colors.
Yeah.
And they did that in the formation of a flag.
Yep.
The American flag.
Yep.
And
the colors were truly amazing.
And that was a highlight for me, also because you got to realize that we are celebrating Independence Day, our independence from England, but yet we have such a connection to England still to this day.
We do.
And that's something very special. So
we appreciate your time on
yes,
such a special morning. Craig and Savannah, will send it back to you. Thank you so much.
God bless.
Oh, Joe, thank you. So fascinating to hear those perspectives from 50 years ago. And by the way, we just saw the Angelique there as well. The Angelique, the second of the American ships. That, of course, is the Alyssa still, but right behind the Alyssa is the Angelique. The Angelique is it's from Florida. It's very unique. When you see it sails in just a moment, you'll see what I'm talking about. But again, that's still the Alyssa there from Texas.
Very partial to sweet Alyssa as it passed by. It's got big Texas energy for sure. And as we watch this, these are the final moments of our parade, and we have Vice Admiral John Gumbleton, who is a part of our aerial review. You're the expert on the planes, but also this service, and you know what kind of logistics it takes to pull something like this off.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for that. And you know, a couple of years in the planning, but when you saw 200 airplanes go by, and the pride and professionalism and what all these tall ships, everything looks so great. But what I'd like to remind all our viewers is there's squadrons and hundreds of people behind each airplane that gets it to take off and land on time and make it look great. And so we truly do make everything look easy and look beautiful, but there's a ton of people behind the scenes that it takes to actually operate our Navy, our Air Force, Marine Corps, and all these tall ships too. There's a ton of people behind that, and I just wanted to salute their professionalism and how well they executed.
By the way, and right on time. They talk about military precision. I mean, this parade has not really run a minute late, so take that, Swiss trains. We can tell you, these old ships, can you imagine the logistics of having them queue up, be ready? It's just incredible what we've seen
Well,
today.
it's the daily work that these guys do. They know these ships. They know how they run. And there's a selflessness to echo what you're saying.
All right. Just ahead, we're going to check in with Carson, who has two very special guests. We will be right back. And welcome back to our special 4th of July celebration. It has been a really just truly remarkable morning, taking in the history of this sail. This is the Ernestina Morrissey. This is the Ernestina Morrissey. This is the second oldest ship in the parade this morning. 1894 it was built, but she doesn't look a day over 20 or 30 maybe.
You know, she's had some work done. Not that we're going to speak of that, but she's from Massachusetts, 32 crew members, a height of 110 feet. She was eventually used for Arctic exploration and service in Africa, but she was originally designed for fishing and cargo.
Yeah, she did a lot of. She transported a lot of immigrants from Cape Verde as well, in the FIFA tradition.
Probably too soon for a lot of those Cape Verde.
Exactly. Sorry about that. Yeah, she was an actual immigrant ship coming right past the Statue of Liberty here.
Well, when I say she had some work done, she had a complete restoration in 2022.
Yes.
So she's 132 years old, so she can go on a smuggler's jar without.
She started as the Morrissey, and the Ernestina came later, so that accounts for the hyphenate.
No, she's a training ship of the Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
Well, let's go over to Melody Mendez. She's here with us on Governor's Island and has some special guests this morning who've hung out in the heat with her. Hey, Melody.
Hey, Savannah and Craig. So I'm here now with Charles Fazzino. He is the official artist of Sail4th 250. You have created, my friend, this absolutely stunning piece of 3D pop art to commemorate this historic day. Charles, thanks for being here. Congratulations. This is beautiful. Tell us about what you're trying to depict here.
Well, I wanted to take in everything of this spectacular event, and I usually try to do that through color, through excitement, and my artwork is a pop-out style. So you can really see a lot of depth, the flag, everything in New York City, the blimp that I saw overhead today. And this is a view from the Verrazzano's Bridge looking over into New York.
And I have to say, you're a native New Yorker, and you've included so many details, painstakingly cutting out each piece with an X-Acto knife yourself.
Yes, everything is cut out by hand in my studios here in New York, and they're cut out with an X-Acto knife, all by hand, painstakingly. Each one is different. It's a limited edition of 250 pieces, and they're available at art galleries and at Fazzino.com also.
Charles, I have to ask, I know you've been commissioned to do artwork for some really cool things, the Super Bowl, the World Cup, MLB All-Star Game. What was your reaction when they said, America's 250, you got it?
I was very excited because I'm a New York artist and this is a huge event. I won't live to see the next one. So I just was so happy that this legacy project was, for me, and they invited me to do this.
Charles, thanks so much for being here with us. Speaking of legacies, I've got to get to my next guest, who needs no introduction, the Cat in the Hat. Guys, if you think you're hot out here, there is perhaps no one hotter than the Cat in the Hat, and I mean that in the literal sense as well. So the Cat is out here today. Why would we be having this generational icon, American icon here? Well, there is a new book out, my friend, and you are narrating, correct? Correct. The new book is called Sing the 50 United States. It's absolutely incredible. So it is teaching the kids all about the states that make up our beautiful country, helping them name those states. We've got a bunch of young fans here who cannot wait to get their hands on one. So, Mr. Cat, or Mr. Hat, do you prefer, are you good with either? Okay, perfect. How would you rate this book? I know you can't use words, but using your hands, how many claws would you give it up? But both, because you can't, you're holding the books. I got it. So now, what was your thoughts when you read the book? Deep thoughts, Kat, deep thoughts. What have you got? See, here's the thing. I don't think he can give many deep thoughts right now because he has no words. But I do have to say, we're handing out copies, free copies to all the kids that are here. Yes! And I should mention, little Charlotte has been waiting all day in this heat for the Cat in the Hat. So little Charlotte and all of her siblings coming from across the country for the Cat in the Hat and this new book. The coolest part about this book, too, guys, is that they actually found the manuscript for this book 1 year ago. They found the manuscript, never been seen before. And in the back of the book itself, you can see the initial renderings from Dr. Seuss, what his thoughts were, and it's exactly accurate. Every word, every punctuation mark was exactly how Dr. Seuss intended it.
That is really cool.
And talk about range. Melody went from interviewing the artist to the Cat in the Hat.
I know. Can you get some liquid IV to our Cat in the Hat there? Melody Mendez from our sister station up in Boston. That was really cool.
Yeah, and we're showing some of the renderings that Melody was just referencing there in the back of that book. While she was hanging out with the Cat in the Hat there, we saw our last tall ship of the morning pass by.
The Harvey Gamage, the Pride of Maine, has passed by. This was built in 1973. Its home is in Portland, Maine, and it's a schooner named in honor of a 20th century master boat builder.
She is a school vessel. She teaches teenagers about sailing.
Well, I think we've all gotten an education this morning. It's beautiful. Carson definitely is our A student up there on the Intrepid. He's had a bird's eye view, getting to see all these tall ships as they've gone by, and I know you've really loved it. We'll keep our eye on Maine's offering here, the Harvey Gamage, as we go to Carson, who I think has some special guests.
Why, yes, I do, Savannah. Thank you so much. Just alongside the Intrepid here, I found 3 old friends of mine from music business, legends in the flesh, Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella, who are going to be helping us out tonight at the Macy's 4th of July fireworks show. Guys, you've done so many shows.
Yes.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
First female rap platinum selling group ever. Yes. But something special about today, Salt, right? America 250, July 4th.
Oh, man, we fought for our freedom then, and we're still fighting for our freedom now. Let's keep the fight going and keep celebrating the fact that this is a free country. We're independent, and let's stay together, stick together, and keep fighting a good fight.
Love that. Pep, you think like 40 years ago this December, Hot, Cool, and Vicious came out, your debut album. And, I mean, could you guys have ever thought, you know, writing those songs, Push It, in Queens, that 40 years later you'd be sort of the legend that you are and not slowing down. I mean, you're about to go on tour again.
And I mean, we just kept going and going. The longevity, the timeless music that got us here today. No, I did not think. We just kept getting booked, kept getting going, wouldn't stop.
Got all the awards.
Only saw it, but she said we never stop.
I'm
right?
back.
I'll be back.
And we got all the awards. They don't have anymore, literally.
Right.
We got them all.
You got them all.
Yeah. We got to make
when you got that, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year,
yes.
that was it.
Yeah.
Spin, tell me about tonight and the 4th of July, the fireworks. Every American's going to be watching. What do you guys do for a show? Are you doing like a mega medley of hits, or how does it go down?
It'll be a medley of classics that you guys know.
Yeah.
But tonight it's a spectacular. So, of course, Salt, Pepper, and Spinderella had to be here to represent.
Yep, you're getting ready. You got just a few more weeks to...
And congrats to you on your longevity also.
All of us.
Yes.
All of us.
That's right.
That's
right. Old school in the building.
Yeah.
Usually on 4th of July, we like cooking out.
We're having a party.
Playing some spades, some dominoes, because you know I'm Jamaican.
Yep.
Some dominoes, and, you know.
You know, I'm there rolling some dice. You know,
Roll some dice, some beers,
You've seen that, Pat.
I've seen that.
You've seen that.
I've seen that.
I'm going to keep that
That's
between
right.
us.
Yes.
So the tour, by the way, just so people watch, they want to come see you. There's so much stuff remaking right now. I feel like people want to go see Salt and Pepper. And who else is on the tour?
TLC
and Vogue.
Salt and Pepper, DJ Spinderella. It's going to be so nostalgic and so fun. We just want you to forget about the world.
They've been doing that all morning.
I know. That's kind of 80 boats have gone by the party.
Boys.
Yes.
I love seeing you guys. I'm so happy for your
Thank
success.
you.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thanks for coming down and
And
sitting in
come
the sun.
see us. It's iconic. Salt and Pepper,
check you out.
TLC,
Starts
Spinderella,
August
and
15th.
Vogue.
Also got
That's
Post
right.
Malone, I think, BB Rex, a Blake Show, a bunch of great artists on tonight's program.
Yeah,
There's Salt and
tonight.
Pepper. Be sure and check that out. Savannah, back to you.
Fireworks.
Oh, love it. Carson, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Best live shot of the day. I don't want to push it.
Oh,
Get it? Salt and pepper?
Wow, you were.
I know. Well, we've been on the air for 6 hours.
That's
What do
true.
you want?
That's
We've
fair.
been giving some nice love to Harvey Gamage from Maine, our
Yes.
final tall ship in our parade today.
And welcome back as we get a true bird's eye view thanks to the Goodyear blimp. Look at that. Let's check in with Tommy McFly one more time. Tommy's over at Rockefeller Park in Lower Manhattan. Tommy, how's the scene there now?
Hey, it's doing great. The scene's fantastic. I'm in the sun and I'm by myself, but that's because everyone here at Rockefeller Park, aka Rockefeller Plaza, is in the shade. What's up, everybody? How we doing? They're so much smarter than I am as we've been watching these ships come in. Curtis, you were here for the Bicentennial. What was that like compared to today?
I think they're comparable. I remember it very well. I went to the Statue of Liberty and I went to the Brooklyn Museum.
Very nice, very nice. You here for the Bicentennial as well?
Oh, yes, definitely. I think this is a little more spectacular. A little more because we didn't have the planes then. And we didn't, I don't remember the boats. We had just the on the waterfront with the fireworks.
The excitement, the activity.
That was it.
And some of us weren't here for the Bicentennial, right? No Bicentennial people? Where's the furthest you came from? You're here from forever away.
From Georgia.
Yeah. Anyone further than Georgia?
Florida.
Where?
Florida.
Anyone beats Florida? Where?
Kansas City. Go Chiefs.
All right. We got South Korea back there. We got Thailand, and we got Tribeca neighborhood too. Everyone's coming together. It's been fantastic to see all of these people coming together from all around the world to enjoy big picnic spreads out here. Pro tip, if you're going to come just watch the fireworks later on, you want to be in Rockefeller Park / Rockefeller Plaza for the day because that's where all the fun people are hanging out.
Yeah.
It's been so fun to see it all happen right here, right on the water, and this whole day has been so fantastic. People making friends, coming together, different generations, different locations, and that's what it's all about, Savannah and Craig, making memories because we're all going to take our vitamins and we're going to stay hydrated and we'll be back here for the 300th. We're already making plans for our reunion.
Okay. Yes.
Tommy, you said it. We love it. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. We want to check in with Janice Huff. She is right below the George Washington Bridge in Upper Manhattan, which is where the parade will end. And Janice, you've had a nice view yourself today.
Oh, yeah, we've had a great view here. The ships have been turning around here, but they've been close to us. And I got some young friends here with me right now. What's your name?
Valen.
And where are you from? Close by, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
She lives in the neighborhood. But these guys came from?
Minnesota.
Oh, my goodness. You came pretty far, huh? What do you think of this?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part so far?
seeing the ships pass by.
Yeah, there were lots of ships from all kinds of countries. Some of them had music. Were you dancing? It was kind of fun, right? What do we want to say right now to America? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday! There you go. Yeah, having a great time here and trying to stay cool. We're going to get out of the sun pretty soon. It's pretty intense, but we've had a breeze blowing most of the time, which has been pretty nice. And there's still lots of ships to go. Hey, Craig, I even met one of our cousins from Orangeburg here earlier.
Of course you did.
She's laughing.
All roads lead back to South Carolina, Janice Huff.
That's
all
right.
Janice there. Janice there at the end of the route. Dylan Dreyer's been out on the water all morning among the boaters who have gathered to watch all of this go down. And I understand you got some guests there.
Yeah, you know, I've been on the boat all morning. We finally tied up to another boat to see what people think of this whole spectacle out here. So, Ryan, you've been here since before the sun rose this morning. What did you think?
We thought it was awesome. Me and my friends and my family, watching the boats go by, the planes too. The planes were a hoot. We definitely weren't expecting that, so that was awesome. The V2, that was so cool to see. Just being out here, seeing all the support for our country. I mean, it's 250th anniversary. Obviously, it's a very special holiday. Just seeing how serious everybody takes it just shows how serious we take this country, and I feel like that kind of cements us as just, you know, a strong community of people that can always come together and celebrate when we need to celebrate.
Yeah, and I would say everybody out here was celebrating in such a civilized way. I think it was really majestic watching all of these ships go by, and then all of a sudden the technology kicked in, and in the sky you saw all this incredible jets.
100%. I mean, going from like all those huge sailboats to those jets screaming across the sky was definitely something that was super cool. Seeing basically how far America has come from where we started in our Revolutionary War to where we're at today. It's pretty amazing, I think, just what we've achieved and what I think we can still achieve. Obviously, I'm no rocket scientist, but you know, those people over working with NASA and whoever else doing crazy stuff. I think it's awesome watching all these planes fly across the sky. It's just so cool to me.
I'm so glad you got to enjoy it. It was everything you hoped for. You staying for the fireworks too?
I don't know. Are we staying for the fireworks?
He's asking Dad.
I'm asking my dad.
It's hot out here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Staying out till fireworks is ambitious, but we're going to see if we can power through, guys. Back to you.
Yeah, you will.
Well, Dylan will be powering through. She's hosting tonight for Thanksgiving Day fireworks.
Anybody can broadcast on land, by the way. It takes a real reporter to be able to pull something like that off on a moving boat. Well done, Dylan. We are going to be back with a little bit more right after this.
Our guests who've been riding along with us on this parade of sail. Beautiful shot of Manhattan. It's been a journey through history. The tip of Manhattan and the New York Harbor. We've got Don Wildman, a maritime expert, Vice Admiral John Gumbleton, historian Douglas Brinkley has been with us, and we've just enjoyed and appreciated your expertise.
We have. We've also appreciated the logistical, operational feat. Those drone shots that we've been enjoying all morning. Thank you so much for those. Don Wildman, let me just, first of all, get to Savannah's point, just exceptional this morning, being able to turn to you without any cues, and you're like, oh yeah, that ship's from 117
I got a
years
lot of
ago.
help, believe me.
Yeah.
You know, I was a young kid for 76. I remember that vaguely. I knew that this would be spectacular. I knew it would be something to look at, but I didn't know how much I would feel. And on that ship that I was staying on, the Eagle, I saw those cadets talking among themselves and to the visiting Germans and Romanians, and they said to each other, the future is ours. That's what they felt like.
It's a beautiful thought to leave us with, and Vice Admiral, you outrank all of us, so we'll give you the last word this morning. I mean, it's about what we saw. It's about the feat. It's about our men and women in uniform, and it's about this country, 250 years old.
Yeah, it's so true. I think when I think of the word is independence. You know, we're a maritime nation, and what we saw with our tall ships is we had to secure our independence, and we had to defend our independence, and today we get to celebrate it but with your men and women in uniform are here, we're super proud. So if you see us in the city streets of New York, come and say hello, ask them about their service. They want to tell you. And then for our friends just who are watching on TV, we're super proud to be in your Navy, part of the defending your nation. And what a great way to go out with an air show, tall ship show, Navy ships here. It's just it's a feel-good moment.
Well, you all make us so proud. Thank you for your service, all of those who are watching. And by the way, this celebration of America's 250th birthday, we are just getting started. We're going to leave you with some of the magnificent sights and sounds from this unforgettable morning. Happy 4th of July.
Great show.
You were amazing, guys. Thank you so
Control
much.
room. Please thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.